We've been in Mesa Verde campground for 3 nights. So far, haven't really seen anything of Mesa Verde. We've been going to the sites around it. But today is the Mesa Verde day. We have a couple of cliff dwelling tours scheduled, and we're doing the loop here. This is Farview House, and I was interested by this gutter here for channeling water away from the wall of the house. We have something just like this on our camper. So the technology is not new. I know we have other video of structures like this. This one is really elaborate though. This one, they had 40 rooms on the ground floor and probably 30 on a second floor. So that is a big structure. Think of all these rocks. Where did they get these rocks from? I mean, I know there's a lot of rocks around, but this is a huge number of rocks that they had to accumulate to build this. And they had no beasts of burden, and there was no wheel in the New World. So every rock would have been carried in the arms or on the shoulders of some human. And look, they had snowmen. You see this spiral motif in many petroglyphs in the Southwest. We've seen it in Utah and New Mexico and various places. And never really heard anybody explain what it means. Maybe we don't really know. I think it might be the sun. That's my theory. Deep. 10 or 12 feet deep.
These were milling boxes where they would grind their seed. That almost looks like a fire ring.
This is Coyote Village. They let us walk around in here, I guess, but they don't really want us climbing on the walls, so stay off the rocks. This was a tower, apparently, so it would have been higher than this. These are kivas. There are 4 kivas in this little village, and it would be easy to fall in, so it'd be easy to fall in here, so watch where you're going, I guess. This looks like maybe a little fireplace. I have to wonder, some of these sites that were excavated decades ago, these were excavated as many as 100 years ago. Oh. And I'm never completely sure whether when the archaeologists excavated them and then reconstructed them, if they were faithful to what they knew was here before, or if they've added some touches. Like that little fireplace ring over there, that would have been very easy just to put in, because they thought there might have been one there. And there were some stairs over by the other building that looked just like modern stairs built with rock. So did the ancestral Puebloan people put those in, or did the archaeologists do that because they thought that was a reasonable thing to have done? Never really know. I'm not sure archaeologists were as faithful to doing just what they knew was the truth back then, as opposed to using their imagination to reconstruct things a bit.
So this was actually a tower, so they could, look out for protection, and it had a tunnel. Where I'm walking here was actually a tunnel, because of course this was built up above our heads. So this was a tunnel that would take them into this tower.
Maybe it popped out right there.
Hmm?
Maybe the tunnel popped out right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the tunnel might have popped up right here.
I believe this is the Farview Reservoir, which it looks like. It looks like a reservoir where they might store water and then come and get it when they needed it. I don't know if they had the technology to actually... I don't know. I don't know if they had the technology to actually create an aqueduct to flow the water down to their village. We have been walking uphill gradually, so I think we're probably higher than the village was, but they might not have had a plumbing system. We'll see what the board says over here. Here's yet another little, I don't know, farmstead, I guess is what you'd call this. The home of one or two families, but it's got a tower and it's got 2 kivas, and according to their chart, a possible 3rd kiva.
And the tower, they say, would have been 2 stories high.
Kivas look like they're a lot of trouble to build, so they must have been pretty special places.
Yeah, because they have to build these.
I mean, look how deep they had to dig that out.
A place for the fire smoke to go. They all have these vents, which must have gone up higher, you know. Chimney.
Yeah. We're here for the balcony house tour, waiting for it to start.
I have with me the Tail Ranger volunteers who will give you some good information too.
To say which one's harder, you won't know yet.
Behind me or beside me?
Depends on how the numbers work out.
Beside, and then you can see me.
I'll wait for him and you guys can be side by side. Go ahead, and then I'll go together.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're done.
That would not be fun.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Good advice.
Yeah. Glad Alex.
Please forward.
That's what I've heard. It's not
Look
without
back.
evidence.
I think I remember
They
this.
want to, but yesterday at Quick Palace, and I was
Tight.
Yeah.
I wasn't even on a lot.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
chink stones.
Awesome. Time. Can I have whoever's last close that little gate behind you or pass it on? Thanks for your help.
Are you going forward now?
I can't remember which side was the backpack and the front part.
But yeah, I think this constitutes the school. Okay.
Yeah. There's another little ladder too.
The rangers say the wood here is what the original builders put in. So these logs are 800 whatever years old. Huh. Yeah.
No. Items, but yeah, there would have been a lot of artifacts. Thousands of
That's
copies.
deep. Yeah.
All everything you'd use for home, pretty much. That you're not going to carry with you.
This keyhole window or doorway.
So we'll gather around this kiva here whenever it gets kiva just for a second. Feel free to shout them out. I'll explain them whenever it gets over
A
here.
lot of cooking in there. A lot of cooking in there. It's all black.
Yeah.
Even the wood
Not water.
beams are black.
Generally about by the year 1300. I'll get into that a little bit. But yeah, great question. It is a big one. Short of it is, you know, a lot of the same reasons we don't move today. For all sorts of different things. I think a little bit to drought. Worst case scenario, if they're snowed in and things like that, they could have definitely been faster, but there's no necessary harm.
Yeah.
No, maybe we did go to this one. What's that? Didn't say until before. I thought we went to this one.
You know, we talked about Carlin, and I didn't really get in there. I was getting disappointed.
What do you suppose those holes are for? Or from? I mean, they look like they were vents. This one. Yeah.
Ooh, that's tight. I think so.
Did you make it?
Yeah, we asked about their height, we didn't ask about their width.
Oh yeah, their girth.
I was thinking, boy, that could be a problem. We should probably have you go through something before you are allowed on the tour. I'm sure you're going to fit through there.
Yeah, I don't remember a question about weight
No. Or width.
or width. Your BMI number.
I hit my head when I stood up. Probably.
I'm not sure if you go for it. I'd like to video it.
Yes, I'll give you my number. I can get out. It wasn't made for wide hips.
You're looking down some too, so you get the steps.
Yeah.
Think about your angle.
You know, I have to think this is one of the pathways for people. Great.
Although we let them, they won't. Yeah. They're staying where they grew up because they don't want to move. Yeah.
One of my internships was like I had the option to be an
And look at it. It's like, wow.
This is an itty bitty ladder.
If you just get to let go.
Don't be a ladder snob.
So much to read in a short little bit. Yes. But, you know, now that we're here, people are interested.
I've been to so many national parks and I always think like, oh, I should listen to a podcast before I go to each one, but
So to begin, I'm wondering if there's anybody in the group that does any farming.
big garden.
Yeah, I'll go with vegetable gardening or flower gardening. Sure. Okay. So you're going to be really important in the Cliff Palace community.
And supposedly all of these rocks are in their original place, and the mortar is all original from 800 years ago. Supposedly.
I see places where the plaster is still on. See that corner?
Yeah.
Just below it is a wall that it came off.
That might be how they
That
got.
upper wall, you can see the plaster.
That might be how they got such sharp corners.
Yeah.
So here's a kiva of sorts, an above ground kiva.
This is where they had a fire.
Yeah.
Where's the fire? Kind of shoving others.
The other ranger said that these were not chimneys. These were actually ventilation shafts for cold air to come in to the kiva. It would come out the opening down there and hit that deflecting stone. The fire would be in the middle of the kiva and would cause warm air to rise out the entrance and exit hatch. And so there would be a circulation of air like this through the kiva.
I'm going to tell you in just a second. I want to make sure everybody's here.
Linda,
Is there anybody behind you?
one more.
One more? Okay.
So that's interesting, the way they wove logs back and forth here. They're basically weaving logs back and forth to create the roof.
Yeah, visiting family is like joy, but also family doesn't live close to national parks and sometimes. Did you say you're going to Moab? I was really blown away about this. The campgrounds are nice. There's like palm trees over the tent. Adorable.
So is that, are you tenting or sleeping in your car?
I do a little bit of both. I like the tent if it's like a safe area and if I'm there for a few days, but around here it just gets so windy. I put my tent up and then I was like, oh, I'll just keep it up.
We've got a forerunner that we're outfitting to sleep in, you know, and just go that
Or
way.
on your way in. Yeah. So you do check handle, did you have like the little hood over the bed? And then there was like a, I've seen so many different like outfits.